Reddit on Wiki starts now.
Get therapy.
I'm not reading.
Get therapy.
What's up, Wikimaniacs? It's your boy Sean here with me today. J&J in glasses.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Tuesday, 2 glasses.
Shut the fuck up.
Four
All right. You never say Tuesdays. You're not allowed.
My bad.
Tuesdays, 4 eyes? Is that what?
That's what I said, yeah.
I hate my life. Boys, before we get started today on a Monday Reddit reading episode, you got anything to tell the Wikimaniacs?
Oh, Reddit on wikishop.com. Get our Chippa illegal merch. When you see a questionable age gap relationship, wear your shirt so you can shout, illegal.
Or if you know anybody in an illegal relationship, go ahead and buy a sticker to slap on their water bottle while they're not watching.
I was waiting for the face, to be honest, but that water bottle works too.
Yeah, it's more a sly, sneaky.
Put on their car.
Yeah.
Do that.
There we go.
Speaking of the illegal merch, half of the profits for this month is going to go towards NAMI, which is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. So 50% of the profits will go towards a charitable cause.
All right, boys, with all that being said, are we ready to hop in the first story of the day?
Let's dive right in.
We'll do it. But before you hit that first story, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe. Hit that bell for the notifications so you never miss a story or miss an episode when we come on. Thank you.
Or miss a
Crazy.
live whenever I want to scare myself after that.
That's true.
But yeah, we're at 47,000 subscribers. Would love to be 50. So subscribe. And if you already subscribed, tell a friend.
I'd
But
love to hit 50 before we hit 50. You know what I'm saying?
that would be great, honestly.
It's too late for me.
Damn.
Tough.
He's not going to see a million, Sean. Don't tell
Oh,
him.
definitely not. All right, story one. I'm going with a little bit of a theme this time.
Wow.
I'm doing Oops, all updates. That's right. All stories this week are coming from Boru, Best of Redditor updates. And honestly, it was just the top of my custom Reddit feed. But I said, hey, it's kind of a theme.
Sean got to the 4th bow room and was like, yeah, I could do something with this.
I think I think it was the 5th. I said, oh, I think I might have a theme. The 5th out of 5.
The built-in comments are there for you to read immediately.
I
Sean.
know.
Doesn't even
It's
have to
crazy.
deep dive.
They put comments in the middle of this thing. It's crazy.
Crazy.
And I'm still not going to fucking read them.
Out of spite and hatred. You better believe they're not getting read. All right, this first one, can you believe it? Coming from Best of Redditor updates, and it's titled, Girlfriend Wants Me to Stop Hanging Out with Her Dad.
Weird. Unless you're ditching her to hang out with her dad. But I think you should want your, parents to get along with your partner.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Maybe, the girlfriend didn't have a big paternal presence in their life before, and they just happen to have found that in your dad, OP. So, asshole.
Oh, crazy.
I think OP wants to hang out with their partner's dad, but yeah,
Oh,
fuck him.
shit. Yeah.
Fuck him for that shit.
How dare you want a parental figure?
What are you doing?
All right, OP writes, so this is a weird one, at least for me. Anne and I have been dating for a little over a year now. I met her parents when we were about 2 months together or so. She always spoke so highly of them and never mentioned any conflict that could be the cause of our current issue. I've had some bad experiences with fathers in my past relationships, but Anne's father has been a nice surprise to have. He's a very cool dude, and you could see he truly cares about his family and the happiness of every member. After I met her parents and got along with them, we would visit them at least twice a month. Sometimes it was Anne's idea, and sometimes her parents would invite us to dinner with Anne's siblings. Once again, those were always positive experiences, and both me and Anne enjoyed the times together. Then, one day her father invited me to meet him so we could get some beers. I invited Anne to come, but she didn't want to, so I went by myself. He talked about his life, his job, random topics, and I did the same. I had a pretty good time, so when he invited me the next month, I went again. So this became kind of a thing. Each month we meet up to just drink beer and talk. Anne never said anything negative about this. In fact, when I would come back, she would ask if I had fun, and we would talk a little bit about my time with her dad. I was surprised about 3 days ago to have her come and ask me to stop hanging out with her father. I asked if something had happened, and she said that it didn't. She just wanted me to stop. This was something new because we usually talk about everything as openly as we can manage. It was something that we made sure to establish at the beginning due to our past experiences, so to me, this was very strange behavior coming from her. I tried asking her if they had argued or if he had done something or said something that upset her, but she'll just change the subject or flat out tell me to stop hanging out with her dad and that I need to move on. I don't know if I should ask her father about this, and to be honest, it's not something that I want to do. Everything is normal unless I bring up the subject. Just today, she was talking about her family planning the birthday of her sister next week, and it was like nothing was happening. I don't want to make decisions without knowing what is going on behind them, but I don't know how to get the answers without having to bring in more people into this. Anyone could give me some insight, please?
This is weird.
Yeah.
Because it's not like you were hanging out with him every week or anything like that.
Once a
Where it's
month.
to the point where it's like, I mean, even then, that's not crazy. But like, it's
Yeah.
once a month. You're going to get beers with them. For her not to even give you a reason as to why you shouldn't hang out with them seems odd.
It does seem odd to me, but I don't know. Like maybe there was a situation with Anne's father in the past where, like, the girlfriend's possibly traumatized, or like, they just can't bring it to them to have that conversation. It could also be an instance where, I don't know, we've had so much dads in the story where like they refuse to hang out with their daughter because like they're daughters, and they're like, oh, I can't relate to them because they're girls type of situation. So maybe that, but I don't know. I feel like Anne should at least give some sort of an inkling of what the issue is, so that way at least OP can understand a little bit, so that way you can be like, "Hey, I'm not comfortable with going out with you again this month or moving forward."
Yeah, I think it's unfair to leave your partner hanging on that, like not knowing the reason behind. Because if it is that reason, John, just tell him. I'm sure he'll
Yeah,
understand and be like, oh,
Mhm.
yeah, no, that's absolutely, I understand that. Like, you're supposed to trust your partner.
that's the
And it doesn't
thing.
sound like Opie hasn't done anything. So I think you're going to probably have to get other people involved, whether it be one of her siblings to just be like, hey, what's going on here? Or like, you know what I mean? Because she's not telling you anything, which is unfair to you.
Before we get into the update, some comments.
Whoa.
Whoa, Sean.
Uh, Commenters had two alternating theories. Comment
Okay.
1. I think you should respect her, but also not just let this go. The first thing that popped into my mind is that she is planning to end the relationship with you and doesn't want her dad and you to be buddies just to minimize any awkwardness. But then again, that
Mm.
is just the first thing I thought of.
That's just a theory. A game theory.
A game theory. OP says that possibility did not cross my mind at all.
Jesus, way to scare the shit out of him.
Are you gonna
break up with me? Is this over?
Oh my fucking god! Mostly because our relationship is completely normal as it was before, but I will keep this in mind. Maybe I will try asking her about our relationship instead of asking about her father. Second theory coming from the comments says, we don't know, bud. I try to respect it since it is her family and not yours. Maybe they have a feud that you don't know about and she's not ready to talk about it yet. There's always something going on in family than you think you know just by looking in as an outsider. If you don't know and have no real stakes, why not just respect what she wants? I have a father who is kind and charming and generous and misogynistic. He loves to talk to his sons-in-laws about how women suck. His daughters are okay with all of them being together, but when the guys are alone together, the daughters get uncomfortable about what kind of toxic male bonding they're doing, and for good reason, I think. Not saying that this is what's going on, but she, as a daughter, probably has better insight and valid reasons.
I feel if they were talking about, man, women suck. Eh? I think OP maybe it would have added that, like if that's what the dad was complaining about every time they hung out.
Yeah, I will say all the
Probably.
misogynists OPs do love to say, we get to vent about how our wives suck, things like that. They love to say that and think everybody will be on their side for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
To which OP says, this is what bugs me the most. I feel like I have a pretty good idea of who they are as a family, but now I have to doubt that. And I have to worry about what is going on when I'm not there. Is it going to be a thing that will keep affecting my relationship with my girlfriend? Are we going to have to keep having these weird moments? Which leads us to an update posted 5 days later.
Theory number 1 was correct. She dumped my ass.
That would be the saddest one.
Yeah,
'cause
that
it's like
would
you built
be.
this relationship with her and her dad, and you're like feel like you're close to the family. That kind of sucks, but could be true.
So I just want to start by saying that I should probably start paying more close attention to the people around me. After I made the post, I decided the best route was to speak to Anne about our relationship and dig more into the father issue later. To my surprise this time, it didn't take long because she just burst into tears. She reassured me that everything was fine between us, but there was an issue with her parents, and I wasn't supposed to know from her, but she is very angry at her father, and this was how the issue between us came to be.
Oh,
Her father is having an affair,
Jesus.
Ooh.
Okay.
and he has been seeing this woman for about 10 months.
So most of your relationship then.
Most of your relationship.
Oh my God. Okay. Anne's forgiven for not telling you earlier. That's
I agree.
tough thing to go through. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Anne's mother had no idea something was up until he told her that he was going to go out with me for a beer. And then later, Anne sent a picture of me and her at a party that same night while he was still gone.
using you.
Using OP?
That
Fuck
sucks.
that dad, dude.
I'd feel like, I know it's not OP's fault. If that was me, I'd feel so fucking bad. I'd be like,
Yeah.
I mean, I had no idea, but that's using me as an excuse. If it hits a different
Yeah, I mean,
chord.
like OP had he was a vulnerable spot. It's like, well, I want to get in good graces of my girlfriend's family, you know what I'm saying?
And even beyond that, he was just genuinely like, yeah, man, I'm having a good time. Like, I have a new
Yeah.
friend. This is awesome. And he was getting
Yo.
used the entire time.
That
That's
sucks. That sucks so
insane.
hard.
Then he went out twice to meet me up for a beer, which was weird. We only went out once a month, but he told her I was helping him out with an idea for a project that he had for their house. Since at this point she was suspicious, she started to check with Anne whenever he said he was going out with me. Things started to get more obvious, and Anne's father ended up coming clean a few weeks ago. They broke the news to their sons and daughters, but had a special talk with Anne since her father had been using my name in this mess, and her mother thought it was only right for him to talk to me and apologize. Anne tried to keep quiet, but ended up lashing out, which caused the issue between us. I did have a talk with her father, and it was extremely awkward. He apologized and said that he hoped that we could keep being friends once everything settled
Nope.
down.
No.
No, absolutely. Hell no. So for another built-in excuse to use, hell no, bro.
Our
my
friendship
God.
ended 10 months ago when you were destroying my girlfriend's family.
Oh my
Hell
God.
nah.
OP continues, don't know about that though. Anne has also apologized, but this has really taken a toll on her, so I'm not holding it against her.
No.
Thanks to
Oh.
everyone who replied to the first post, even though most of you made me a little paranoid that I was going to get dumped, I still got some good insight out of it.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way you could have known that. And like Reddit's just speculating. You did ask Reddit a very open-ended
Yeah.
question to
That's true.
hey,
Oh,
what's going
man.
on here? It's like, yeah, all these theories are plausible. And it's like, yeah, maybe Anne's being a dick. And then you learn the truth and you're like, Anne's forgiven immediately. This is
immediately.
not her
Yeah.
fault at all. Holy shit. I feel bad for everyone except for that piece of shit father. Holy.
Yeah,
My
dude.
God, using a relationship that you just formed to manipulate and fucking lie about it, and poor OP too.
Not
He's
just
probably
not just any relationship, but your daughter's
Yes.
boyfriend.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
What the
And
fuck?
And I know OP was fucking sweating bullets about basically being broken up too, because it's like a telltale sign, right? Of sometimes when like things are not going well, it's like, well, she kind of stopped like talking to me and explaining shit to me. And of course, that's probably just the top comment they've seen, but all the sub comments below that probably like, yeah, bro, she's definitely gonna break up with you.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, she's not responding to you, but she's
Yeah.
processing her family falling apart, which is like
Yeah.
She's
yeah,
trying to
knowing
piece
the
everything
truth.
together, you know what I mean? So
Oh my
Exactly.
yeah,
It's
God,
like,
bro.
yeah. So this is such an unfortunate situation, bro. Like I fucking hate that dad so much.
The audacity to be like, still friends?
No.
No, bro.
Oh my God, brother. You
Oh.
used me for 10 months. The first time you asked me out for a beer was just to have an excuse to fucking cheat on my girlfriend's mom, dude.
Yeah.
At least someone
Fuck
got
you.
dumped in this story. So
Yes, true.
Yeah.
Reddit kinda
the
got
correct
something right.
person.
Yeah.
All right. The second one, also coming from Boru, is
Wow.
titled, My Fiancé is insisting that I change my name.
Ooh. That's a red flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go don't do it. Don't get married with this person.
Yeah. It has to be a mutual thing too, right? It's just like, hey, Juliet was like, hey, I'm gonna take your name. I'm like, hey, if you ever want to change it back, I'm not gonna care. You know what I mean?
She's like, I don't want to do all that paperwork again.
That's what she said. She's like, yeah, the paperwork is insane, but I'm like, I'm not gonna stop you. If you end up getting your doctorates and you want to like get your family name, like it is not gonna
Yeah.
affect me whatsoever. Those are your accomplishments, not mine.
Yeah, I mean, Sienna hemmed and hawed over it. She's like, I like my last name. Like it's who I am. And she's like, it'd feel weird changing it. And I was like, do you? Like,
Yeah, that's
I don't
fine.
care.
Yeah. And I am the OP of this post. No, I'm just kidding.
Nancy wants me to change my name.
Nancy wants me to change my name.
She's not a fan of Sean, actually, not even
Yeah.
my last name.
No, yeah. She doesn't want me to change my last name. She just said Sean sucks and nobody could spell it right. I said, okay.
What if she
okay.
No,
No,
she
spelled
wants you
it
to
like
she
the
wants you to
normal
change
way.
it she wants you to change it SHAW.
No, then we'll have some problems.
Did you get a pre? I was kidding.
She's like, I really like Szechuan. You want to?
I actually would change my name to Szechuan. All right. OP writes, and this is in 2014. I don't know if that not really that important, but
I'll
maybe.
put myself in the time period.
Yeah.
Obama.
A bright future. We just got to wait for these boomers to die and then we're in the clear.
Oh, Bernie Sanders next? Crazy.
Life is going to be sweet.
Biggest controversy is a tan suit. That's crazy.
Oh my God. All right, Opie writes, my fiance and I have been together for 5 years and engaged for 6 months. We recently started designing our save the dates, and we had a huge argument over me not wanting to change my last name. Now, we both have extremely generic last names, and a good example of what I'm talking about is Schultz versus Schultz. That's right. The difference is a single silent letter between our names.
What? You guys might want to check your family history. If it's that
Is this-
close.
Where you guys from, OP? I'm kind of curious.
Well, it's a generic last name, guys. I don't think this is an exotic.
No, I know, but like I'm just saying, like if your last names are that close, it's like there's a chance that it's not that far back. That this name
part
may be
of-
adjusted.
What part of the Southeast U.S. are you guys currently, living?
I mean, Alabama, but I don't think it's that important.
I'm mostly kidding. I think it's probably fine.
Yeah.
But it's crazy to try and force them to change their name.
When it's the same, minus a letter.
Basically.
Basically, yeah.
I explained to my fiance that I do not want to change my last name because I am a journalist and all of my work is tied to my current name. If I were to change my name, it would mess up my future opportunities. Plus, my name is the traditional spelling, while my fiance's is the Americanized spelling. My fiance has told me that he could not fathom having a wife with a different last name.
Jesus Christ. Is your ego that small or
That big?
or you're just so self-conscious that you're like, God, if my wife doesn't have my last name, how will other men know not to
Oh,
hit
yeah.
on her?
Mhm.
But his only explanation was that it bothered him. He said it wasn't about the tradition of it all, but it just, quote, felt wrong.
So
It is
what's
about the
it's
tradition of
yeah.
it. What?
There's no other reason.
I already offered that our children would have his last name, but we are still at an impasse. It just feels like he doesn't care about how this will impact my career, or even that we already share the same last name. This argument was such a huge blow up that I don't want to get married if it means having to give in to what feels like an unreasonable demand. On top of everything, changing my name would be a huge pain in the butt, as I would probably have to do everything over and over again because companies are assuming that my last name would be misspelled instead of seeing it as my new married name. Too long didn't read. I share the same last name, or my fiance and I share the same last name, but with different spellings. He wants me to change mine to his after the wedding, and I am refusing. I don't want to get married if it means I have to change my name.
Yeah, this should be a calling off the wedding because that's a huge red flag for like he's trying to be like, yeah, you have to do what I say because I'm uncomfortable with you not having the same last name as me, even though it's basically the same. Who cares? Even if your names are completely different, it's like it's your name, it's your choice to change your name. The only reason to change it is tradition, and for people that do change their name, that's fine. Like I have nothing like it's up to you. You know what I mean? And for him to be so demanding that you change your name, that's where I have an issue with it. If he was like, "Hey, I'd prefer if you change your last name," and you were like, "Nah," and he was like, "Sure, that's fine." You know what I mean? Green flag. It's like whatever, But he's so insecure that he needs you to change your last name to his. Crazy to
Yeah.
me.
Not only insecure, but sounds very possessive too. And OP already made a compromise there, like, hey, if we're gonna have future children together, I have no qualms at all for them to like take in your last name. That is a big compromise already, and it's something that that I think OP's fiance is also not recognizing is like how selfish he actually is. This is her
Yeah.
brand. She worked her entire life to build a reputation with her name, and it's like, dude, okay, some people are gonna misspell your last name already to begin with. You guys have a very similar last name. Why the fuck does it matter? Like, uh, she worked extremely hard to get a certain reputation, and she said it herself. I am gonna have a hard time with my work. Wouldn't that be a concern for you? Because it's like, all right, if she has a hard time with work, that's less opportunities for you guys as a couple of maybe getting a house, getting a down payment for this or whatever. You're just fucking up her shit just because of your to Josh's point, it's like your ego is so fragile that you can't accept the fact that this is a choice that she made, and this is something that you're gonna have to respect, or just walk the fuck out of the relationship.
I will say, kids is definitely things we've talked about as well, where it's like, what do you hyphenate? Like, I mean, we still haven't come to a conclusion of what we'll do if we ever have kids, but the fun thing I said was, well, we hyphenate, and then when they're 18, they choose their favorite parent.
Hunger Games style.
Yeah. Is it going to be one for mom, one for dad? We're going to find out.
All right, some of these comments, let's see here. One says, if he insists that it isn't tradition, but just that it feels wrong to have different names, couldn't he just take yours?
True.
Especially if he isn't in a career that depends on older work. Have you two discussed that option? To which OP says, it was something that I brought up, and he is adamantly opposed to it.
How come?
And ironically, it's for the same reasons.
Uh-huh.
You fucking hypocrite.
He does not want the work that he has published to not be tied to him if he were to change his last name.
Oh, so you can understand why your wife wouldn't want to. You just respect her career less than yours. Gotcha.
To which somebody replied, that kind of tells you what you need to know about his reasonableness, does it not? What else is he going to refuse to compromise on in this marriage? To which OP says, out of the 5 years that we've been together, this is the only thing we have ever not been able to work past. He is reasonable on everything except this, and he said that he feels horrible about it, but he just doesn't think he could marry someone without her taking his last name.
Why?
God.
I don't understand why that's such a big deal. Holy shit. They're still saying the vows. They're still wearing the ring. You know what I mean? Like, they're giving valid reasons why they don't want to change their name, which is the exact same reasons you have. I don't know. What?
He's
It's
a
a huge red
hypocrite.
flag to
That's
me.
why.
Yeah.
Let's see, a
Ugh.
couple more here. I see your point, but at one point, you call your last name generic. Do you really want to take the argument to the heights it's going over something that you both find generic? And if you're in a fight that has blown up to these proportions to where you think you may not even want to marry the guy if he doesn't concede, then you don't need to get married. When something really big comes up, will your solution/train of thought be that as well? To which OP says, it is generic, but my last name is the traditional spelling. If asked to spell either one of our names after hearing it, 99 out of 100 people would spell it the way my last name is spelled and not the way his is spelled. Imagine Michaels versus Michaels without the E, or Green versus Green with an E at the end. This is the only major disagreement that we have ever had. Things got a bit heated, but it was never to the point of yelling. We just each said our side, couldn't agree, and then went to bed. To which
I think it's not you breaking the relationship up, though. He's the one saying, I don't think I can marry someone who won't be willing to change their last name. It's on him. It's not on you, OP. Just be like, hey, if you can't see yourself marrying someone who won't take your last name, then this is it.
It's done. Like it's
Yeah.
you made your you drew the line in the sand, and you're just gonna have to live with that.
You made the ultimatum. I'm just saying no to it.
To which that first person said, but you're seriously contemplating not getting married over it? Which OP said, I will not marry someone who does not respect who I am or my career.
Yeah.
If that is unreasonable to you, then I don't know what to say.
So that's a bare minimum ask. That's crazy.
What is this Redditor talking about?
I don't know.
For real.
Their account is deleted, so you can imagine how that went.
Oh my God.
All right, here's the update posted 2 days later. I forgot to mention that first post was on Christmas Eve. So this is now on the day after Christmas.
Tough Christmas.
Yeah. OP writes, I was planning on updating this yesterday before I went to bed, but decided to wait until this morning. I also had to repost this since I edited a major part of the text and kept forgetting to put in a TLDR. I first posted on Wednesday while waiting to leave work. It gave me a lot to think about, so I decided to drop the conversation until after Christmas to think about everything and also to not cause more unneeded stress during the holiday. A lot of people suggested that I should just take my husband's last name and keep my maiden name for professional use, and I have one thing to say to all of you. I have had my name for 33 years so far, and suggesting that I do the one thing that I don't want to do is just extremely short-sighted. With the difference of one letter, no one would assume that my name is different because I'm married. They would just assume that it's a typo since a letter was deleted.
I don't even care about the spelling of it. It has nothing to do with this conversation, and I don't know why people keep bringing it up. It has nothing to, it's just, if it was a completely different last name, you know what I mean? Had no like none of the same letters. It still stands, you know what I mean? Like, you just don't want to change the last name.
I'm not taking your shit. Yes.
Yeah, it's crazy that Reddit's like, yeah, just fucking do it already. Get over it. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
They would assume that it's a typo since a letter was deleted, which is far more of a nightmare than changing my name to something completely different. So moving on. As I said in one of my comments, I had already spoken to my fiance's parents about it before I posted. They had heard our argument. We live in the same house. And no, it's not weird because the house is huge. Humble brag there, OP.
No,
And
chill, damn.
my fiance's dad had agreed with me while his wife had kept her maiden name and it wasn't an issue at all. Oh, okay. Yeah, the father agreed with me and his wife kept her maiden name and it wasn't an issue at all.
Okay, so
both parents on OP's side.
chill with it. Yeah.
What the fuck is going on
What?
with this?
Yeah.
My father-in-law had a talk with my fiance on Christmas before I had woken up. I don't know what all the details were, but part of it was that their family name had been, let's say, Schultz, spelled my way, for hundreds of years before it was changed to Schultz and how it is spelled now.
I knew
and
it.
that technically my fiance was going against centuries of their family's tradition by insisting that I change my name and that he would actually be honoring the family by bringing back the traditional name.
It's crazy. You have to phrase it this way for him to agree on it, if he agrees.
But it was never about tradition, though.
I know.
But it
I
was
know.
never about tradition. After I woke up, my fiance asked if I would talk with him. I agreed. He and I had a long discussion about this whole thing. The talk with his dad about why it bothered him, etc. My fiance told me that he loved me regardless of everything, and that it just hadn't occurred to him that he was demanding that I change a fundamental part of me. He also added that my stubbornness about the issue is part of why he likes me, because I'm not the type of a woman to roll over. In the end, my fiance and I agreed that that he would keep his name, I would keep my name, and our children would be named after his families. But whenever they turn 18, they could choose whichever one they want.
Whoever's the favorite parent, Josh is onto something here.
I think I know who will be the favorite parent.
To which she says, a happy ending all around.
I don't know.
I don't know if
To
it's
which-
a happy ending. Me and Josh's apprehension here is like, I don't know, bro. It took you that long to fucking come to this conclusion that, oh my
Took
God.
another man to sit you down and tell you
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
being a piece of shit. I don't know. Like, I get sometimes there's things that you need another person's perspective to be like, hey, this is dumb. The fact that you were like, I didn't understand that I was changing a fundamental like part of who you are when he was fighting back the other way. It's like, no, you did understand because
Mm-hmm.
you also fought back against changing your last name for the same reasons. So it's like, I think you did understand that.
May I
You should
read one comment? Maybe it helps his case, maybe it doesn't.
Okay.
Somebody says, in speaking about how OP called out Reddit for being assholes for telling her to change her last name, somebody said, good. I was so disappointed with all the comments telling you to do the one thing you didn't want to do.
Yeah.
Interesting that his own family didn't take the traditional route. I wonder if he has some issues with his mom about something else that manifested itself that way. To which OP says, thanks for that. As for his mom, it was clear that after we kept talking during the first argument that made me make the post, that he hadn't even thought about it. He told me yesterday that thinking about his mom made him change his mind because he had never seen any problems come between his parents that were caused by a last name. After we did some more talking, he let me know that he felt weird partially because it wouldn't feel like a family, but he didn't need to look beyond his own parents to see that that was not true. So he's saying that it was his mom that changed his mind and not his dad, but his dad did talk to him before he changed his mind, so who knows?
I don't know. I don't feel great about this one, but that could just be
Same.
years of reading Reddit posts where I'm like, I'm seeing flags. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe he's different,
Yeah.
but I see a lot of flags that I've seen in past stories.
I'm in the same boat as you, buddy. I'm like, it's hard to. Sometimes you hope for the best, but it's like I don't know. This was so menial in terms of the argument that it was. Like I don't know how they'll handle them. Like I don't know how the husband or the fiance will handle himself when it's a much more complicated scenario.
Yeah, it just feels weird to me that your partner is like, hey, I feel this way about this and I don't want to change my last name, and for you to not understand until your dad talks to you about it and you can compare it to your family. It's like, I don't know, maybe like,
Yeah.
do you not understand your partner? Listen to them. I don't know. It feels weird, and I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful.
Mhm.
Well,
But
the
it
selfish
just
the selfish undertone is what's kind of keeping me hung
Just
up on this one.
rubs me
Yeah.
the wrong way. I'm with you,
Yeah.
John.
Yeah. I'm with you. I don't think he's totally in the clear. I definitely see a future where that first kid turns 18, changes their name, and he's like, we got a divorce. I can't handle it,
I
actually.
knew this would be an
I
issue.
fucking knew this would happen, and I can't handle this. All right. This next one for this third story, also coming from Boru. It's a Reddit classic. A classic Reddit scenario. Fiance wanted to open up the relationship. Not my first choice, but I did agree.
What was the second choice?
Yeah, I do want to know what the other choices were.
Please give us a multiple choice exam right now. I'd want to be able to decide too.
Opie's like, well, we could go to like a therapist or like a sex therapist or something, or try different positions. And they were like, no, it's got to be open
No,
relationship.
just open it up. Bust
We
it
gotta
open. guys.
open it.
I'm gonna fuck.
All right. This was first posted in November 2018.
Ooh.
OP writes, I've been with my fiance for 4 years. I love him and used to respect him, but his recent fixation on this dumb subject has really hurt my respect towards him. So he proposed 1.5 years ago, and I said yes. About a year ago, he found out that his friend had slept with 100 women prior to getting engaged, and somehow this affected his psyche, and he then proposed an open relationship to me.
Why? Why would hearing your friend slept with 100 people be like, man, I'm missing out?
If you want to sleep with 100 people and both parties are consensual, then yeah, for sure do that. But
Yeah.
to then break up with your fucking fiance and then do that. Don't be like, well, then again, some people like an open relationship. Again, it just seems to never go well on Reddit.
Well, this is not how you approach it usually.
Definitely not.
Yeah, it's like, well, and I promise you, grass is greener. Your friend's looking at you being like, man, I'm so jealous of my friend in a stable relationship. You know what I mean? I
Right.
guarantee you it.
Would love to have a fiance.
Yeah.
At first, I was disgusted by the thought, but I agreed after he threw a major meltdown.
That's super healthy, super
Yeah.
normal.
You can tell how this is gonna go. So I started going out with friends. The
I'm
first
banging left and right.
I started going out with friends, and the first few guys, I was so nervous because I had only been with 2 guys prior, and that's including my fiance. But after I got over the nerves, I realized when there's no pressure to start a relationship, I'm really good at picking up dudes. And I'm really good at sending vibes that I'm just down to fuck.
I'm at 100 already.
In fact, I've actually met several people off Reddit as well.
Whoa.
I've been with 42 guys in the past year. And I never
Damn.
thought, I mean, you gotta fist
You got
bump
a fist
that.
bump.
You gotta do it.
I never thought it would happen, but I've enjoyed myself immensely.
Hell yeah.
Which you gotta give it. But honestly, to be honest, I would be ready to stop. But as it turns out, my fiance is not good at it. And he's had
Whoa.
Tale
He's
as old as
for
time.
100. I couldn't see that one coming from miles away.
In fact, he's had 2 really bad hookups from the dating apps. When we were having the "Where are we now?" discussion, he had another meltdown when he found out how many guys that I've been with.
You fucking little bitch. You get over yourself. This is you threw a tantrum to get it here, and she's just following your lead. Holy shit.
He kept repeating, "You slept with 20 times the amount of women I have? 20 times?"
Why is that how we broke it down?
As a matter of fact, I'm booked till like the next year. Are you kidding me?
I've got a date later, actually, if we could wrap this up.
I said, maybe we should just stop. To which he said, no, he wasn't ready, but now we need to impose some rules. He says that I have to take a break until he gets to 10.
Ain't no.
Well, that could take
fucking
forever.
way.
That could take forever.
It's been 84 years.
I mean, at least at the current rate, it would take him 5 years to get that done.
That's optimistic,
And that's optimistic.
based on how much of a loser he is.
Shit.
And then I can go out and meet someone new for every 5 new girls that he gets to sleep with.
So she's never going to see anyone.
Mm.
To me, this is goddamn ridiculous.
Yeah.
Part of the fun of this whole thing was the independence and not checking in with each other. Now he literally wants me to keep a log, and then when he hits like an achievement, then I get to do my thing? How shifty is that? And in all honesty, I don't want a relationship where we have to compare numbers, let alone fuck other people. I want a normal life with kids, a house, and a dog. What are we supposed to say? I watch the kids until you fuck 5 women and then it's my turn?
Yeah.
Is it time to say enough is enough and move on? Is there
Yup.
any hope here?
God, no.
No.
Edit, rip to my inbox with people calling me slurs. Guys,
Oh, what
wow.
the hell?
Glad my best karma ever has to do with my sleeping around. I have 1,400 unread messages, 17 chat requests. I'm almost certainly not going to bang anyone from this thread. And this isn't even my real account. You could find my real account on r/needlepoint or r/MMA, and I'm down. Just kidding. Don't do that.
She said rip to my inbox. I said rip to your box.
Good God.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Good
Baby,
God.
let's go.
That's not how it works, John. The box is not dead.
God damn. I feel bad about that one.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Let's read some comments. We gotta move on. Another comment saying, honestly,
we need Josh to make more box jokes, to be honest.
another comment saying, honestly, the meltdown at the open relationship was already a pretty big red flag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And another comment said, it's pretty well known in the ethical non-monogamy community that women fare much better than guys. A previous partner would meet 5 guys for every person that I'd meet. It's pretty common. It's a pretty common discrepancy. He should have done his homework about this first.
It's also like, what did he want from this open relationship? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He was clearly expecting to, go out and have sex with women. And we talk about this. He probably had someone in mind that he wanted to sleep with. I don't know if that happened or not, based on, it sounds like not.
It sounded like
But-
2 things through the app, so probably not.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's like, what was he expecting? You can't go into this and be like, well, my wife's only going to sleep with me. She's going to do the same thing. And,
Yeah.
probably do better.
You just gotta imagine. It's all like what that last comment said, and what the years of Reddit stories we've read is.
Yeah.
Typically, women just fare better out there.
And you got to be okay with that. But I mean, the way you introduced this already was like, throwing a tantrum and
A
crying.
major meltdown.
Yeah, it's like, maybe you just shouldn't be in a relationship then if that's how badly you want it. Let your partner go find someone who will, meet her needs and be a monogamous partner like she wants.
Shit, she's getting her needs met for sure.
Oh, for sure. She's having a
Hell
great time. Did you not see she said immensely? But it's just like, I lost complete my complete train of thought.
Sorry.
That's crazy. That's wild. I really thought I had it.
You got it. You still got it, buddy.
I believe in you.
3, 2, 1.
I said he should expect this. What he throwing a meltdown?
Unfortunately, it's gone forever, dude. Into the ether.
That's tough. That's tough.
All right,
The
are we ready
train
for the update?
has left the station, baby.
The ship has sailed, buddy. All right, this update is posted the next day, and OP writes, so yeah. I guess I made the front page yesterday. I've been on Reddit for years, and I think my normal account has maybe 500 karma. And I make the front page for the first time when I talk about my sex life. Yay. Whatever.
Nice.
Well, I read some responses well into the morning yesterday while my now ex-fiancé
Hell yeah.
absolutely blew up my shit, alternating between calling me, these are his words, a whore and a cunt.
You fucking spineless little small dick piece of shit.
Yeah.
And I
Tell
mean
him,
small.
Josh.
I mean small dick in the
The energy
you
that
know,
he's given.
the energy
Yeah.
he's giving
Because
off.
honestly, there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with small dicks. Moving on.
There's
Tell
not.
him,
You're
Sean.
right.
Yeah.
There's right.
I wouldn't know, but there's nothing wrong with them.
Our boy shit works. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? So it's all
And again,
good.
I wouldn't know, so I don't know why you're bringing me into this. Anyway, Sophie continues. He was asking me why I disgraced myself and him like this.
I'm sorry. I don't think OP was disgracing herself.
I think OP had.
I think she looked fine in that
I
story.
think OP looked real good at that story.
Yeah.
In fact, 1,400 people also thought that they looked good. He also peppered the barrage with things like, "What's gonna happen to us after this?"
Nothing.
I finally fell asleep at like 3 a.m. and should have worked, but after finally admitting that I needed to break things off with him, I called in sick to work. I went to my fiance's house, asked to come in, and told him we had to talk. He said, "We sure did." But as a testament to his fucking out of control ego, he prefaced his part of the conversation with, quote, "I want you to know in advance that I may not be ready to accept your apology."
Well, then this will be a short conversation.
To which OP writes, "Fuck him.
Yeah.
I planned on being nice, but that was just too much.
Generous that you planned on being nice to.
Honestly."
I would have
Like,
been
you
an asshole.
dumbass bitch. That's what you get.
40. I slept with 40 to your 2. I was doing
20
laps
times?
around it.
20 times.
more?
I just told him it's over between us. His look of surprise was a combination of pathetic and amusing because even after calling me all sorts of gendered slurs for the better part of a few hours, he still wasn't expecting me to break up with him. He begged me to know why. I think I
What?
told...
Per my Reddit post, you can see all of the reasons why. And then also calling me slurs for an hour and whatever.
Hours, plural.
Hours.
There's too much blood rushing into his head, but not the correct one, it seems like. This guy is fucking stupid as hell.
I think I told him he had to know why and that I tried to leave. I had no desire to talk to him, so I tried to leave and he kept trying to block me and he grabbed my arm. I finally told him that if he didn't let me go, I was going to call the police. He then relented, but as I was trying to drive away, he came out and started punching my driver's side window. It was terrifying, but it didn't break. Between leaving his place and getting to mine, he texted and called at least a dozen times. I just blocked him and deleted the whole conversation without reading it. Fuck him, because if I had the ring in my pocket and planned on giving it back, but now I'm too scared to see him to give it back, so I'm selling that motherfucker or
Good.
getting it melted down. So that's that. I don't know, but this will probably get removed, but it's all good. I don't know whether I'm coming or going at this point. It's been a crazy couple of days.
Damn.
I would still call the police, to be
I
honest.
would.
Yeah.
That was assault.
Yes.
assault,
And
destruction of property, and possibly get some sort of a restraining order on this guy.
it was an attempt at a destruction of property, but he's too weak.
True.
Eh, Let me
I'm gonna
in.
punch this 20 times harder.
Yeah. No, I would definitely charge
No, for
him.
sure.
He's what a fucking crazy,
Aggro, small dick
Mhm.
loser.
like just so fucking insecure. Oh my God. You should be nowhere near any women ever.
Yeah.
Which I don't think will be an issue, but uh, it's crazy. I'm so glad you got out of that OP. You deserve much better, and someone who, respects you as a partner.
All right. We got one more story before we get to the amazing Underbaki segment of the week. And trigger warning for terminal illness. So if that doesn't sound great, move. You got the timestamps to move you straight over to the amazing Underbaki segment. But with that trigger warning, I will say, spoiler alert, kind of wholesome story.
Okay.
It's titled Terminally Ill and Racking Up Credit Card Debt with Zero Fucks to Give.
Oh. I mean, it would be bad if like you pass that debt on. If is that
This
how
is
that
insane
happens?
to me. What an insane concept, passing debt on to someone else. What a crazy concept.
I think that might happen in America, but I will say they use a currency sign that is not American. So,
Okay.
but also I do agree with Josh. It is crazy that that is
It
a thing.
is. I agree.
All right. OP writes, I have had cancer for 2 years now. I've done chemo. I lost my leg. I beat odds and even managed to go back to work until shit hit the fan and treatment started working. I probably got weeks, maybe a couple months at best. I am 22 years old. I don't own a house. I don't own a car. And I have maybe 2,000, I gotta imagine that's euros, in the bank. So I took out a credit card with a 6.5K limit, 0% APR for 20 months, and I'm now currently buying whatever the fuck I want. The debt will die with me, and I give no fucks. And if you want to beef with me about driving your bank fees up with this kind of behavior, well, at least you get to live to pay it, lol.
Oh,
Damn.
I mean, I agree that fuck the people that would be complaining about that. Because, yeah, I mean, it's very understandable to be like, fuck it, I'm going to live my life to its fullest.
Like I said, this is coming from Boru, so we have 2 more updates for you and some comments. Update number 1. Thank you all for the amazing responses. Unfortunately, it is bone cancer that has spread through my whole body, so I am too weak now to travel far as much as I would have wanted to see the world. I'm going to go bigger and do some good stuff. If you have any ideas, I want to do some big donations to food banks and cancer charities that supported me throughout my journey and make some differences before I pop. Also, shame on all of you who keep asking me for some money.
Oh my God.
What the
Come
fuck?
on, people. What the hell's wrong with you?
This is part wholesome where Opie's like, I want to do good with, the money that I'm going to put myself into debt over. And then
that's
it's
The
also
selfish fucks.
Rage
Yeah,
bait with the comments.
one part anger inducing for this shit.
Update 2. Took out some more cards. Thanks for the suggestions. Some of
Hell
you
yeah.
are asking, I am a girl, haha. I've bought lots of things for my family, mostly sentimental things with my handwriting on it. I bought crab at a fancy-ass seafood place, and that was awesome. I've donated to animal shelters and food banks, also to the cancer charities who helped drag my ass through all of this. Also, here's the enraging part again, Josh. Also, can y'all stop telling me to find Jesus? I respect those of you who are praying for me because I know that's your own way of thinking of me, and I am very touched by that. But finding God is in no way in my plans and not what I believe will happen after death, so trying to force religion down a dying person's throat is really not the vibe.
Yeah, seems pretty predatory too, because commonly a lot of churches take advantage of dying or dead people to get money from them.
Get their inheritance and all that shit too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Plot twist: a miracle happens and OP survives. The
Stuck with a
sickness
bunch of dead.
goes away and the death stays.
Oh,
Is it really
no.
a wholesome episode or story that we just listened to?
I mean, bone cancer is pretty.
it is.
That one's a tough one.
Unfortunately, a pretty tough one. Update 3, still hanging on. I've deteriorated quite a bit now. Lost a lot of functionality in my body at this point, so I'm bedbound and mostly just watching lots of TV and seeing family. But I'm comfortable, eating apples and cheese and a lot of little treats. Thank you all for still checking in and thinking of me. I'm really fortunate to be surrounded by my friends and family right now. And when you boil it all down to it in the end, that's all you really need. Anyway, I'll try to update soon. There are some relevant comments. This one from OP, which is another update. Sorry, everyone. I feel like I should update on my fun, happy times. I have taken your advice and took more cards out. Live, laugh, and love. Am I right? Random purchases include jewelry with my handwriting for my family, about 360 euros lunch of fresh English crab, and I really like crab. So
they love seafood, I think.
Crab is good, not gonna lie.
the cancer is in my jaw, so I really wanted to have some good crab before I lose function in it. I also got 3 jelly cats, the frog ones. I've never owned a jelly cat and wanted to know what it's like to be bougie enough to buy a big one. I got some really comfy trousers, a hand-knitted blanket for my niece, thousands of dollars of food from my local food bank. I took my brothers to an arcade for the whole day and played every single game there. I took my family to my favorite place, Weymouth, went into a candy store and bought 1 quart of everything. I had a minted
Sheesh.
lamb pasty? Maybe that's a pastry. Pasty. Oh, a minced lamb pasty. I'm very nostalgia-driven and definitely not going feral enough. However, will endeavor for more. I do hear all of you suggesting hard drugs and psychotics, and I won't lie, I've been on pretty much every drug going through this fun time, so I'm not too fussed about trying drugs. Haha. And the last comment from OP says, this whole thing is strangely liberating. I had been fighting for so long and finally letting it run its course now. It's peaceful, actually. I've done everything that I've wanted to do. Which leads to the last update, 9 months later. A new OP writes, twin sister here.
Oh,
I managed to track down this post while going through her phone, tearing up a little bit, and saw it blow up. She passed away peacefully in July, surrounded by her family, dogs, and multiple credit cards. She did a lot of
Wait,
good.
sorry, the credit, they mentioned
that
the
got me.
credit card is still- Holy fuck! Hey, that was a
That's
good
good.
distraction because I was ready,
Yeah.
bro. I was
Yeah.
fucking
Me
ready.
too. Me
I was
too.
getting watery.
Yeah.
Oh,
She did a lot of good, including buying refurbs for local primary and preschools and making a lot of improvements in the community. To those saying that the debt would be passed on to us, no. It was wiped and cleared. She had no inheritance, not a penny to her name since she was only 22, and didn't have those things adults have like life insurance or mortgages. Thank you all for your support. She really kept this one hidden.
Damn.
man, what a beautiful soul OP is. Like young. First of all, fuck cancer, right? Like,
Yeah.
I think as a society, I just want to say, like, I'm like putting my conspiracy theorist hat on here right now. There's a cure for that shit. It's somewhere there already, and it's just these greedy fucking pharmaceutical companies hiding that. And I know the technology is there somewhere. I just can't prove it. I'm that fucking Dokes meme right now. But for OP to live that life of just pure bliss, and even in OP's dying days, that all she could think about is giving back to not only like her community and like the people um that or like causes that she cares for. She was also creating lifelong memories with the people that she loved the most, and the banks are going to be fine. The banks are going to be okay. They earn their money and interest like within 2 seconds of this whole thing. But it's just goes to show that like people with pure hearts like this are just sadly the first ones to go. You know what I mean? And it's really sad, but I think the rest of her family is gonna think of her in such like a high remark that like no matter what her situation was, she just lived it to the fullest, and hopefully the rest of her family, the rest of her friends can honor her in some way where maybe they can continue her lineage of like giving back to the community and just being as authentic as and a happy person as much as possible. So shout out to that family and my God, I was trying my best not to fucking tear up to that story. Thank
Yeah.
God for that credit card comment.
Yeah, that it really
Saved
broke
us.
Yeah.
the sadness. Yeah, I mean, shout out to OP. Like, w- what a goat for being like, yeah, I'm gonna take all these credit cards off and do good things for the people around me and the community around me, and like, yeah, be a little selfish, of course. By
Was it selfish
the
though, Josh? That was selfless as hell, everything that they did.
oh, I meant the jelly,
Yeah,
like
for
buying
sure.
the
Yeah.
jelly and the what was
Yeah.
it, car or something like that, or car
Crabs.
Crabs,
Crabs.
sorry. Yeah, like, yeah, I mean, as far as selfish goes, that's not selfish at all. But I'm just saying,
Mhm.
like to be that selfless to give away all that like money. It's just like it's wholesome, but it also brings me to a point where I'm like, there's fucking billionaires that don't fucking give away any shit, and
Yeah.
it's like pisses me off. I'm like, God, you have everything. She had nothing, and she was giving it away. You
Mm-hmm.
have the ability to change millions of lives, and you
Oh,
just
yeah.
refuse to.
Mhm.
Pisses me the fuck off.
All right, that brings us to the amazing Underbaki segment of the week. And on this May 18th, we have Is This Poster Okay?
Whoa.
Ooh.
It's another Monday, and it means another off-road segment. And this week, we're going to continue to judge what people post online and ask, is this poster okay? If you're new here, we will read 2 to 3 posts and determine whether the poster is making a good point, aka they're okay, or if they're completely sour, aka not okay.
Let's do it.
This first post is coming from r/unpopular opinion.
Ooh.
OP writes, Candy is not that good, and I don't get why everyone likes it so much, especially when we were kids. I would imagine for teens and adults, candy is not really a factor at all. But when I was little, I remember kids loving candy, and I remember it seeming like kids wanted it all the time. As a kid, I rarely wanted candy. My favorite were Jolly Ranchers, but I never really fiended for them or anything. When Halloween came around, I would get a big bucket of candy, of course, but I would never finish it. To me, it felt kind of weird that we had a holiday that so deeply involved candy. Candy became more interesting now to me as a teenager, but even so, it seems kind of strange how much people seem to love it. The other day, me and my girlfriend were at the mall and we went into the candy store, and probably almost every time she goes to the mall, she goes there. I got a few things too, but I had been there many times before and not gone into that candy store. I don't know if many people feel the same way about me towards candy or not. I'm not saying it's not good sometimes, but I feel like I've seen people be so into candy at times, I feel like it's shocking. Overall, candy just isn't that good. There's so many things that aren't anything more than subpar in the candy category, as well as there being better sweet desserts. On top of that, candy is bad for your teeth. But that's not even an important topic in this rant. P.S. I like sweets. I enjoy desserts and I have them quite a bit. I'm not anti-sweet, I just don't get the hype around candy. Also, my parents didn't eat a lot of candy when I was little, nor do they now, so maybe that has some influence on me?
Yeah.
Too long didn't read. Yeah, I'm a teenager influenced by my parents. What's
Yeah.
that? Too long didn't read. I think candy's overrated because there are much better sweet options, and candy just isn't as good as people make it seem. Edit, hey, thanks guys for sharing all your opinions. I'm trying to respond to almost all of them, and I'm upvoting as many as I can as long as they aren't just straight up attacking my opinion or others.
Are you only upvoting the ones that agree with you though?
I don't know. Who's to say?
I don't know. I mean, I think this person's fine. Well, no, actually, maybe not, because I can't even see how people would be into candy. It's like, well, I mean, it is like biology where we crave carbs and sweets,
Sugars.
yeah, from when we were, not in a comfortable of a life as we are now, where we have access to everything we need. But like, when we were, living in like the bush, hunting and stuff like that, it's like we didn't have access to sugars or as often or as frequently. And so it's like when we got that, you like put as much of that away as you can. Your body needs it to survive for long periods of time without, sustenance and stuff like that, or keep going or energize you. And so our bodies are driven to just throw the candy back when we get it, like the sugar, because, we crave it. So I don't know. It's crazy you can't understand why people are into it. Even if you say you understand, like you like sweets and understand why people like sweet stuff. Like, okay, it's not that much of a leap to candy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like another form of sweet. And I feel like this person is putting candy in a monolith. There's so many different types. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you talk about Jolly Rancher. I only like one flavor of Jolly Rancher. That's the green apple, and that's it. And I don't like mess with everything else. And there's different types of like Sour Patches or like there's just so much different candies. Like, yeah, some people might not be into certain things, but like to not understand why people are into it, like you can say that about everything else. It's like, oh, why are people so obsessed with sports? I don't get it. So
Why are people into
I don't know.
gambling?
You know what I mean? Like,
I
I
wonder.
think you just gotta you just gotta let people be happy. Sometimes a little sweet treat here and there, or something little funsy, so you like a pixie stick or something, like make someone happy. Just let them be.
Also, it's just like a cost thing. Of course, there are better sweet treats.
For
But if
sure.
a fucking crepe was 50 cents, the same price as a fucking Snickers bar, everybody would love crepes more. I
Grapes
think,
are
yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of just like,
I could buy 50 fuzzy peaches to one regular peach. You know what I'm saying?
it's true.
It's true.
And that's a whole nother rant. That I would say, yeah, you're okay. All right, post number 2, and I think Alex put together a little theme for us here.
Oh.
This post is also coming from r/unpopular opinion, and OP writes, candy brands like Skittles, Sour Patch Kids, Reese's, M&M's, etc. are all starting to make weird new types of candy that are in no way related to the actual candy that the brand is based on, and I fucking despise it. Skittles
I mean,
should not be gummy. Sour Patch Kids should not have not so sour versions of them. Stay in your goddamn lane. Yeah, I guess it's better for marketing, but please stop it. Not everything needs to be different, and if you're going to change things, do it the right way. Hershey's changes things, but they do it the right way. Instead of introducing an entirely different candy, they stick with chocolate and add new flavors. Everyone loves Hershey's, not John. Hershey's doesn't go around making chocolate candy into gummies.
that would be disgusting, honestly. A gummy chocolate would be gross.
What's their take on Oreos?
God, that whole time I was thinking of the Bread and Lee
Bread and Lee
Mulligan.
Mulligan? Yeah.
We did it, guys. We made the perfect cookie. Let's go home.
What do you do every day? I work hard? Don't.
We did it, folks.
You don't need to. We made the perfect cookie. Yeah, I strongly disagree with this one. Nerds gummy clusters are the greatest thing
Oh shit.
on this earth. It is made by the gods. They put gummies with crunchy nerds, and it is the greatest thing alive. I don't care how much Red 40 it has. I'm gonna die.
Red 40, you're gonna die. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Josh.
Whoa. Layered. I will say this. I'm right in there with Josh. A Twix used to be my favorite as a kid, and then when I was an adult, they came out with a Twix peanut butter.
Ooh.
That was the greatest thing I've ever had. It was so good. Terrible for you. I've had maybe 2 in my life because I'm scared of what will change, but it is so good.
That's like the peanut butter O'Henrys. Santa loves those because
Ooh.
she's a big peanut butter fan as well. So any off-brand chocolate that goes, hey, we're doing peanut butter. You
Hell
gotta
yeah.
try that.
You gave us O. Henry's whenever you visited Texas, right?
I think you did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. That's American.
That sounds familiar.
Or
Yeah, you
Canadian
did.
thing.
You did.
Yeah.
All right. And the last one of the day. This one also coming from unpopular opinion. And can you guess the topic?
Candy, chocolate.
OP writes, American candy tastes like fucking shit.
Yes, this poster is okay.
It's overrated, it's overpriced, and it's synthetic.
Yes.
Recently, the shops near me have stocked American candy. I tried some as I was curious, and it was disgusting. Hershey's chocolate tastes cheap and fermented despite being €2 a bar. Sweet tarts taste fake as fuck. And Twinkies are so dry they could choke a camel. The only thing I liked was Mike and Ike jelly beans.
Hell yeah.
The rest was shit. Also, American chips / crisps are all right though. And I like how American
I was about to go ham because I would say American chips, they do be hitting, not gonna lie.
You don't have ketchup though, which is crazy.
Thank
Well, I don't think
God.
I'd like that.
Very popular, but anyway.
And I like how American candy is packed in those cartons instead of packets. You know, recycle. That's how the post ends.
This poster is okay.
Yeah, I mean, here's what I will say. I think a lot of people bunch candy up and as a bunch of different things, or it's like chocolates as well. I will agree, North Americanized chocolates have gone downhill for a long time, and
Yeah.
they're not the same as they used to be. It is not even chocolate at this point.
I mean,
just-
isn't
Straight up
the
sugary milk?
yeah.
isn't the history like even the original Hershey's chocolate was made bad on purpose or some shit like that?
Maybe I don't know.
Did not know that.
I'm actually the town I am currently in my office was a Hershey's plant here and it shut down and fucked the
Oh.
town over. So
Yikes.
it's a tough topic around these parts because everyone's like fuck Hershey's for closing.
Yeah.
Besides the point, candy like the sugary shit that's just like gummies and stuff like that. I personally think America has perfected a lot of those, or it's just like, yeah, it's just sugar, and they do a bunch of different flavors. Like I said, Nerd
Sour
Gummy
Patch
Clusters
watermelons. Ooh.
are the
I mean,
greatest things ever.
the Appelos and Peachos are just fantastic. I
Yeah.
gotta say.
Fuck yes, dude.
But I will say this: I did try Swedish gummies for the first time.
They're
Very
good.
good.
They're
Very
delicious.
I mean,
good.
I've had listen, I don't know. Maybe I just I don't have quite a robust palate as you guys, but I've tried candies over in Europe as well, and I'm like, yeah, these are great. I also love these candies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just a
Mhm.
fiend for candies, I guess.
I think that's the
Yeah.
fair take. I do
Yeah.
think Hershey's is quite up. Like I think historically they made it taste fermented on purpose. I don't
Yeah,
know why.
because European chocolate is on another level.
European chocolate is
So much better.
Yeah.
I'll say Ghirardelli, pretty good though. Lindt is Lindt American or European? They also
And
make
it's
pretty good
European,
chocolate.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, well they're nailing it. That shit is good.
Proving our point.
All right. That's it for this episode, y'all. But before we end it, I do have some Venmos to read.
Whoa.
And we got kind of a lot. Amanda writes, too poor for Patreon. Listening to you guys definitely gets me to smile when my depression is winning. Also, Josh, I'm a Flyers fan, so I feel your pain hockey-wise. I live right outside Philly in the same area as Johnny Gaudreau.
Oh, that is a sad story. He died in a drunk driving accident. A drunk driver hit him when he was biking with his brother.
My goodness.
Yeah, very sad story.
Amanda sent 69 cents.
Thank you, Amanda. Feels weird fist bumping after
Fears
that.
weird
know.
fist bumping after the Johnny story, Amanda, I will say. Next up, we got Ruth, who writes, Dear Sean, Sean spelled correctly, John spelled Jean, and Josh spelled Jeash.
The fuck, man?
There's no way that spells Josh.
I think so. I love the pod, and I made a spreadsheet for the Am I the Asshole stories. Out of 180 stories, 27% of women are the asshole and 64% of men are the asshole.
Whoa.
It's harder to test the Sean rule because it's a smaller sample size, but the 60% slash out of 100% of the time rule seems to be, is that the Sex Panther rule? Seems to be a good minimum, but often we don't know the couple well enough to know the issues. Anyways, let me know if there's something else I should keep track of. Here's $3.03 for the 3 men with the most similar names in the world. Ruth sends...
We're just 3 basic bitches, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Ruth sends $3.03. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruth.
Thank you.
I love the statistics. That's super cool.
Yeah, I love the statistic. I can't think of another thing to stat out, but I'm liking the track you're on. I'm open and willing to hear any other new stats you get, Ruth.
It'd be cool to know statistically which subreddits we go to.
Ah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like we have our go-tos, you know?
Yeah, it'd be cool to see the split, though.
Yeah.
Let us know, Ruth. All right, next up we got Tessa, who sent 5 different Venmos, all with the gift emoji, to a whopping total of 5 cents. Thank you, Tessa.
Thanks.
Thank you, Tessa.
Next up we got Rachel, who writes, "This is Rachel who jabbed her professor with a fork over stolen pizza here. He didn't press charges and actually later became my PhD advisor and friend."
Oh.
Rachel sends $4.20.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Smoke it. Next up, we got Carrie, who writes, "Baby fun. Guess you won't be able to say not a parent anymore, but as a parent of 2, you're going to be great." Carrie sends $25. Carrie,
Whoa.
thank you so much.
Let's
Thank
go,
you.
Carrie.
Next up, we got Becca Boo Kitty, who writes, "At the time, April 12th through 18th, it is Telecommunicators Appreciation Week." Sorry that this is a month late. I had a week off and, I only read Venmos when I do a Monday.
Oopsie.
AKA Dispatch Appreciation Week. We are the first responders. My job can be mentally exhausting, but you guys lift me up, so I wanted to show you love during the 1 week the world remembers us. Becca Boo Kitty sends $5. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. Shout out Becca Boo Kitty.
Not a job I could do. You are an amazing person to be able to do that job.
I would fold immediately.
Next up, we got Barefoot Conrosa, who says, "Happy birthday, Josh and Sean. Hope you both have a wonderful year ahead of you." Barefoot Conrosa makes no mention of John and sends $5.
Well, maybe she just forgot.
Oh, okay. That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Thank you, though.
Next up, we have Brianna, who says, "It's really important to me that you watch this TikTok and let us know what it would take for you to eat this." They send me a TikTok to what appears to be Candy's Cooking Official, best English fry up in the world. I will let you know later what I think of that. That looks like a long video that I can't watch during this. But I will check that out, Brianna. Brianna said 69 cents. I could tell you this. Spoiler alert. It's going to be terrible, and there's no amount of money that you can make me. I haven't watched the video, and I can tell you that. There's no amount of money you could make me, that you could pay me to eat that.
Damn.
Next up, we got Danella, who writes, "Would you accept a trade for your Tumblr username? I could offer a small I Spy quilt in exchange that I'll send to the P.O. Box. It was made with love." Danella sends $1. Danella, not interested. Would love the quilt. Not going to trade, though. Next up, Sarah says, "Jonathan, Joshua, and Jonathan.
Oh.
My husband and I have been listening to Reddit on Wiki for almost 2 years. We're sending a Venmo
Wow.
now that we have finally paid off our student loans.
Hell yeah.
Love you guys." Sarah sends $6.69.
Let's
Let's
go.
fucking go.
Thank you,
Jonathan
Sarah.
is a crazy name.
That is
Wow.
crazy.
I used to be called that sometimes in high school and junior high.
Interesting.
I love it.
Yeah. But it was very raw era, you know what I mean? MySpace era. Jonathan was a...
Rar.
Next up, we got Dodgers Rachel, who writes, "We miss Sean at the live streams. Josh and John just bully the Patreon chat and skip our messages. We are lost without you."
I wouldn't say bully. It's just willfully ignoring them.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We turn auto moderator on.
I will say this. Auto moderator is only off for the $15 tier now, unfortunately.
We could do it for the 10, I guess.
We cannot do it for the
I'm with Sean here. 2 out of 3, baby.
Damn it. Mo voted.
All right. Dodgers Rachel sent another Venmo, said, Daddy Sean, congratulations to you and Nancy on sweet baby Salvino. $12 for good luck and 69 cents because, hey. Wishing you
Daddy.
both a safe, healthy, and comfortable pregnancy journey. Dodgers Rachel's 2 Venmos add up to $14.69.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Rachel.
Daddy.
I never know when it's the button or John. Next up, we got Tyler, who writes, happy pre-birthday. Also, congrats on the baby, Sean, SHAWN/SHAUN. He'll get to my name, right?
I mean,
/SHON/SION/SEN. Close.
Damn.
Close.
/SAEN. Period. Unfortunate, Tyler.
Damn.
Tyler sends 69 cents.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Tyler.
I can't give you the fist bump. Next up, we got Shayla, who writes, congrats on your bebe. Spoken like Moira Rose. So happy for you, Sean. You're going to be a great father. Thank you, Shayla.
Thank you.
Shayla sends $5. Thank you. Next up, congratulations, Sean. Spelled correctly, heart emoji. And Nancy, crying emoji. I unfortunately did not have the privilege to know beforehand, so when I heard the announcement on the latest episode, I legitimately started to tear up in my car. Another Venmo, because this app has a character limit and I'm too lazy to retype the original message, but congrats again. Excited to see y'all become the best parents to baby Salvino. Emily sends $1.38.
Thank you, Emily.
Which is 69 cents times 2. So thank you, Emily.
Oh.
Thank you for the kind
I like
words. I appreciate all the kindness, y'all. Next up, David says, just my 2 cents on your birthday. And they send 2 cents.
Nice.
34 wasn't such a bad year. On my 34th birthday, I submitted divorce paperwork to the court to leave my horrid ex-wife. I asked to divorce her, and she has to pay me $57,000, smiley face.
Damn.
Let's go. Can we have about 10 of those?
David, also, can you write in a personal story? Would love to hear about that.
I would love to hear this too.
But also, David sent another Venmo that said, hey, might as well make it 69 cents for your birthday. Have fun, Daddy. So David sends a total of 69 cents.
Thank you, David.
Next up, we got Heather, who writes, happy birthday, Sean, and a big congrats to you and Nancy from me and Taylor. We both listened to your pod together as bonding time, and yes, he has his own membership. Lol.
What a good person.
For that. By the way, I think me and Josh are a day apart in birthdays. Mine is April 17th. Lots of love. Hell yeah. Heather sends $5.
Thank you, Heather.
Let's
Appreciate
go.
it. Sean, you got to wrap it. This is going to be the
I
longest.
know. This is the longest episode of all time. Unfortunately, we have so many.
Save it for next time.
I have so much less time to edit this week.
I'm so sorry. I can save it for next time if you'd like.
Yeah,
Save
maybe
it.
do that.
All right, we'll save it for next time. Josh is strapped for time, y'all. But Savannah says happy birthday for 69 cents.
Thank you, Savannah.
And we'll save the rest for later, y'all.
This guy did an all Boru episode.
You did all Boru and picked the same amount of stories he usually does.
I give the people what they want. All right, that's it for this
sometimes.
episode. We got to get out of here. Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Get therapy.